Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. So I wanted to do a reading today with the clue cards, but also with the board itself. So I'm going to go ahead and randomly select the characters and the objects and put them in the proper houses. So we have the candlestick in the study. Candlestick in the study. I would do this before I go and record, but I don't want it to look like I'm not shuffling. So this is the lead pipe in the library, Colonel Mustard in the billiard, the revolver in the conservatory, the wrench in the ballroom, Chef White in the kitchen. Ah, Chef White in the kitchen. Okay. The sword. See the sword, maybe like that. Yeah. Sword in the dining room. Knife in the dining room. Mm. We have Miss Peacock in the lounge. We have Miss Scarlet in the hall. A rope in the study. Mr. Green in the library. And Mr. Plum in the billiard room. Interesante. Very interesting. Okay, I guess we'll start with what we got, right? Collective reading and see what, let's begin with the study. So someone is either learning about their partnership or expressing or exuding their relationship dynamic or something to do with their commitment. Um, Someone's either learning about what a commitment is or what it means or who they're in real partnership with. They could be really understanding this person from personal perspective, like they're maybe they didn't see them. Uh, I'm trying how it came through. It's like maybe they didn't see how they were being seen by their person. Then we have this relationship. There's a very strong spiritual connection, and it is very loyal, very devoted. We have Taurus energy and Scorpio energy, so whichever side of the spectrum. But it's a partnership that has to do with, it's very passionate, it's very intense, it's very secure. We have in the billiard room, there's a Virgo energy and a Sagittarius energy. Could also be Pisces or Gemini. This has to do with work. So you could be working with any of those signs, or those signs can be working together, or any combination of those four signs can be doing something in terms of their health, in terms of they might be analyzing this dynamic, this relationship, this understanding of a partnership. Okay. Um, they could also be hanging out. These could be friends that maybe they go play pool together. They, I'm getting two masculines here. I'm also getting that it's a Gemini and a Pisces. So they're discussing, it looks to me like they might be feeling like there's some kind of balance or something has changed in the dynamic where they feel like things have become a lot more fair and balanced because it's almost like meeting eye to eye. Maybe they weren't understanding each other. Maybe they were just very different in how they communicated, but it's almost like they're understanding, okay, your way, my way, different, but understood from both sides. Okay. Then with the gun in the conservatory, it feels like there's something that someone might be coming back home. They might have a lot to say to someone at home. It could be one of these people having this conversation. They may have realized or figured something out in terms of their work or in terms of their um, routine or their health. I'm getting that it's some kind of like an epiphany, like good news or something, and they're bringing that information. I feel like they're going back home to share the information, or they're returning to a familiar space or to some mother figure. The wrench in the ballroom, I feel like somebody has adjusted to some emotion. There's something about this connection, um, the way it's changed their habits or the way it's changed their the way they think or how they even connect on a very intimate level. It's very devotional, very like this is something that feels like an I don't know if soul tie has a negative connotation to it because but it's not a negative connotation. It's a soul tie and it's a good soul tie. So I feel like that it's balanced out and there is like the potential um for emotional exploration when it comes to romance, love, passion, kids, everything that they love, they're able to like explore now openly, freely. Their emotions are safe to feel. Okay. Um, this person might actually be an expert communicator. Um, hmm, Chef White is an expert in her field. And it doesn't have to be a feminine. This could be a Capricorn or it could be a Cancerian energy. Whether they dominate in the home or they dominate at work, this person knows what they're doing. This person is is very aligned with their environment or in tune with their environment. Very balanced with uh, very balanced with their polarities, with their positive and negative energies. But this is definitely someone that okay, so what I'm getting is that this commitment could be with a Taurus, right? It could be a relationship with a Taurus, the person you have this connection with. And then there's these people kind of discussing, it could be people at work, noticing a change possibly, and having this conversation and then bringing it home and then talking about it with someone at home. Could be like a spouse or a parent or something, and then bringing that information home. Um, And it has to do with this person's emotional, kind of like their how they've adjusted emotionally, I guess, to their situation, to how this relationship has changed them emotionally somehow. And and they're being seen now as very balanced within their own environment and as a person that has dominated their territory and whatever their territory is, whether it's their territory at home or their territory at the uh, in the workplace. This person has established themselves as a authority in their field. So we have the dining room, we have the sword. So some truth is coming out about someone's uh, romantic partner or someone's child or someone's love interest. It could also be that I keep hearing outside. I don't know if someone's like watching a show, but all you hear is goal. Like they're watching soccer or football, whatever they call it. Football, goal. I don't know. Maybe somebody made a goal. Um, this conversation about this relationship or this romance or this could even be about a family or this children. There's a lot of conversation about it. Maybe a lot of questions now that this person is changed, now that this person is different, now that they are so well adjusted emotionally. How is this going to change things when it comes to the family, the children? And then there's this Leo or Aquarius energy in the lounge. So a Leo or an Aquarius has completed a cycle, or maybe now they see the bigger picture. They see the bigger picture of this connection, or they see the bigger picture of this shift in this person. And for whatever reason, there is an Aries that's being hidden, or that's being cloaked, or that's being concealed, or that's being remaining behind closed doors. It could be an Aries or it could be a Libra. So I'm going to get clarity with the cards. Yeah, this relationship, I do feel that this I said Taurus energy, it's strong Taurus energy, but it could also be Scorpio, okay? It could be Scorpio energy. Mayor Green. This person is trying to do the right thing, very much about values, very much about um, very trustworthy individual or someone that gains people's trust easily. Business savvy, very sly, okay? Very sly individual. But just because you have certain traits doesn't mean you abuse them. Could just be someone that's very, they have connections. They have strong connections, powerful connections. And they're extremely committed. This person, they want to be attached to you. They want to tie the knot with you. They want to be committed to you. They want to, they want, either they want it or they feel that they already are attached to you, that they are tied to you. We said it was a soul tie. So they feel that their soul is tied to yours for some reason. They feel very much like they know. Mm. This is Dr. Orchid. This is Cancer energy. They care about you a lot. They also they might look at you in a certain kind of way, but it's because you embody to them. Um, this is that very this feminine energy, and I think this is what these men are discussing. Okay, Professor Plum and Colonel Mustard. They're having a little conversation. Well, she's changed them, or she's like a mother to him. I don't know. Maybe they're mocking. It could be something like that. I don't know. Maybe they're, maybe, maybe at one point they were mocking the relationship, like, oh, this person is like their mother in some way. I don't know what that joke was about. It could be, it's okay. Come on in. It could be that the Dr. Orchid represents the mother figure, right? So because she has that nurturing, or maybe because she is a mother, and take the roles as you will. Uh, it could be a masculine as well, just being very nurturing, being very caring. And so the effect of this person on this individual, depending on their perspective, could be either overwhelming a person, but it's like they know that this person really cares. So whatever gossip they had, they're realizing, wow, this person actually really cares. And they realize that it is a real connection and for whatever reason remained hidden. Okay. And maybe that's what they're bringing back home, or that's the information that it's like heard it through the grapevine that such and such, and this is why they're, you know, the way that they're being has to do with this energy, the influence of this person on this individual. And someone, Colonel Mustard, this could be a Virgo, is very much analyzing how they adjusted emotionally. They could be doing some research. They could be investigating how this person is feeling. They could be questioning how this person is feeling, wondering what they're feeling, wanting to know how can I adjust my feelings too. Something like that. This person, Chef White, this individual that you might be connected to that is feeling the soul tied to you. We said they're a boss, okay? They are, you know, they own their space. They're never going to return to a situation from the past that was negative to them. This is not the kind of person that's going to be wishy-washy. This is a very determined person. But once they're committed, they're committed. There is no turning back. There's no turning back. Once there was something established that was destroyed, there's no turning back. Okay? And then it's nothing can change that. So look at that. The dagger in the dining room with the dagger, the sword. So I feel like this is back and forth communication. This is negative versus positive. This is dark versus light. This is, blame game, something like that. I have a feeling that this is like family matters, perhaps, maybe just people on two sides of a fence when it comes to this person and how they're committed to you or how they want to commit to you. Maybe there's arguing about children. Maybe there's arguing about other romantic partners for whatever reason. Maybe there's family members that like, I mean, why would they be involved? Other than those that are like living with you, right? But outside of the home, there shouldn't be anybody involved putting their 2 cents in. Um, oh, so the Aquarius or Leo is now learning about this cycle, the cycle that has completed, or the cycle that they now see in a different way. This cycle, they're really understanding, they're learning, they're having a huge like eye-opening experience. It's not so much like they're being educated traditionally. This is something that they're studying. This is something that they're observing. They're being very like things that they may have heard in the past is finally like clicking, and they're looking at it like, oh my God, I see this and I'm starting to see that, and I like they can see the bigger picture of a situation. Um I feel like this is someone that was involved or that you may be involved with. Like it could be a family member, it could be, and perhaps it's something you told them and they're seeing it now like, oh, okay, now I see what they said and why they said that. And they're seeing the bigger picture of the situation. But I do feel like if this isn't you, this could be your person, that they were dealing with an Aquarius individual or a Leo person in their life, that they may have felt like at some point that Leo may have had some kind of like authority over them or some kind of like leadership over them or Aquarius, and they never really just, acknowledged what you had to say, or they didn't acknowledge um maybe what you were teaching, studying, learning, expressing. It doesn't matter. Whatever it was, it has to do with something that you were sharing. They now see the bigger picture of what you were saying to them. I'm feeling like your person, as much as they feel that you've changed them, they've changed you. This is why your connection is as committed as it is, or as tight as it is, because the the growth that was experienced, the vast wisdom that was attained just from the interaction is worth so much more than anything physical. So the connection itself, even it's so potent, or it's so altering in a positive way. And for some that, before you get to that place, you have to go through a lot. I mean, depending on how disintegrated you could be in certain areas, right? Depending on that, I would say it would be the level of like falling into that space of despair, of loss, of pain, or whatever it could be when the separation is there. But when you get to grips and you discover that love within and you discover that connection, you allow it to kind of like slowly grow. The seed that was planted that may have taken a very long time to truly expose itself to you, to truly show itself to you, finally shows itself to you in a way that it's like it's evident to others something changed you, something grew you, something shifted you into a positive experience, something made you a better person. And whatever that is what these people are talking about. That even without the physical presence, the influence is more powerful than 10 individuals in that person's life in their physical presence. So there's something that the Aries is working on in behind closed doors. It may have to do with um, creativity, creative energies. I feel like it could be that they're working on something and it's being protected. There's some creativity that an Aries is working on that is being very much protected at this time. And there, I guess, while things are being adjusted, it's remaining behind closed doors. So that is the message for now. I'll come back with another one soon. Take care.